Matthew Whitaker is a gentleman here to my left, born in New Jersey. Seems like his musical early years happened in New York. I read that he started to play the piano when he was very young, and he discovered this amazing instrument, the Hammond B3 organ, when he was just 9, and then he got so good at it so quickly that the famous company Hammond endorsed him at the age of 13, which is completely unheard of, the youngest that ever happened on his instrument. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the difference for you between the Hammond B3 and the piano, and what is it so special about this instrument?
Well, the Hammond organ, I love it because I can really be expressive with it. I can do different dynamics, and I have different switches that do things, and I can, if it's okay, if it's okay, I can show you.
Can you throw some sound in the organ?
Hello. So I can pull these things called drawbars, and these drawbars make different sounds. So.
Hold on.
And I shape my sound using these drawbar sounds. And, I have vibrato and vibrato. And I have Leslie over there. Fast and slow speed, Leslie. And it's really dynamic. I can play different sounds. I also have bass pedals. And it's really fun. And the piano, same thing, I can be really expressive, and there's really a different tonal quality to the piano, and I love it. It's really good.
So you consider yourself, someone would describe you as a keyboard player or a piano player or an organ player, or how do you describe yourself?
Well, I play piano, organ, keyboard. So yeah, I just keys, organ, anything that has black and white keys. Black and white keys.
There was a young gentleman who played only the Hammond B3 last year, right this very weekend, whose name was Corey Henry.
Oh, really? Did he play piano?
Did he play?
He plays piano and keys.
I guess you're right. He had them both out. Oh yeah, because he had he had them actually placed not like you. You know what he did?
He had like
them
piano and then organ on the side.
Yeah, he had one facing like an L. He was.
I see. Okay.
It was like an L that he was in the middle of.
Okay. Nice.
So I was reading about some of the people that have influenced you, and such a wide range. And there were so many names there, and I just wrote a couple down, and I want you to pick out and just tell us a little bit about some of these people and what it is about them that makes them special. First, the organ players, okay. Lonnie Smith and Jimmy Smith.
Woo! Now, those two are amazing. Dr. Lonnie Smith, he calls me his grandson. He's actually the one who gave me the paper that has the endorsement on it. He gave me at the age of 13. He gave me the paper that had the endorsement. And his playing is so good. I love it. I've been listening to him since I was like young. Same thing for Jimmy Smith. Like, his playing is really good, and I've been listening to him for a long time.
Okay, now then there's a guy who we mentioned earlier, Stevie Wonder, who's a totally different
I heard he was here.
He was here.
Last
he performed 2016 Labor Day at our big outdoor festival in the park, 10,000 people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they were all.
Yeah.
Probably, I bet some of the people in the room here tonight were at that Stevie Wonder show.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Tell you. Yeah, that was magic. If it's magic.
Yeah, yeah, Steve is amazing. I met him when I was 10, 11. I was opening for him at the Apollo Theater. He was being inducted into the Hall of Fame at the Apollo Theater, and he also gave me one of his harmonicas. Yeah.
Do you play the harmonica, or did he just to have it?
He gave me it. I play melodica, which is similar to harmonica, except that it has piano keys on the side, and you blow into it.
Right.
Yeah,
Monty Alexander, if you've seen
Oh yeah,
him.
Monty.
Monty plays that. What did you call it?
Melodica.
It looks
Yeah,
like
and he plays
it
piano,
looks
too.
like a piano key. It's about that long, but it's you
Yeah,
blow,
you blow
into
into
it,
and it makes noise.
and you play the keys while you blow into it.
Yeah. Yeah, Monty's really good too. Yeah, he's a great piano player.
John Batiste plays it also.
Oh, John Baptiste, yeah.
He was
definitely
here.
John Baptiste.
John Batiste was here last
John
year.
Baptiste.
You know John?
Oh yeah, I've known him since I was like 10, 11. 11.
You know a lot of people already.
Yeah, since I was younger, I've been meeting a lot of these famous people.
It's fantastic.
It's been really great.
Is John Batiste? You've heard him play, right?
Oh, yeah,
With his
he's-
band, Stay Human.
Yeah, him and his band is really good. I love it.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
ca-
love his styles of music. Where he can go to New Orleans, he can go to just regular jazz, he can go to any style. It's really good. And he's on the Stephen Colbert show too.
Right. He's got that band on the.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I noticed also that you're a fan of two very different, wonderful, venerable pianists, Art Tatum and Ahmad Jamal.
Yeah.
So tell us about why those two.
Well, Art Tatum really, I listen to him a lot. He's a guy who, because as you know, he plays stride piano, which is on your left hand.
Do you play some stride?
Let's see if I can do it.
Whoa.
Let's see. He goes,
Whoa.
yeah, he does that. He does that a lot, but basically, yeah, that's what stride, with the left hand.
And those big tenths, right?
Huh?
Tenths. weren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah, it helps when you have big hands. Yeah, and he's amazing, and also Ahmad Jamal, his piano.
So different than Art.
Yeah, his touch on the keys, it's really amazing. Also Oscar Peterson too. Yeah,
Oscar is my favorite.
oh yeah, Oscar Peterson, and he plays Yamaha too, which is good. He plays really well. I love him. One of my favorite songs by him, he wrote called "Hymn to Freedom." It's a really good song.
That's an Ahmad you're talking about, or Oscar?
Oscar
Go ahead. Can you play a
Oscar
couple-
Peterson, "Hymn to Freedom." Yeah, he's like. Yeah.
Did you listening to that, it sounds to me like you played a lot of gospel music.
Oh yeah, I'm the organist for my church. It's really fun.
Right. Today? You're doing that still, you mean, or you were? You
Sorry.
were or you are now?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been the organist for my church for a few years now. It's been really good. My favorite genre, since I play jazz, R&B, gospel, classical, my favorite is jazz because it allows you to be you, really. And there's really, like, you can basically do whatever you want. You can be yourself musically in jazz versus other styles where you have to play exactly what's on the paper or what's the recording.
And in your church, though, do you play with a choir or do you just play solo with singers?
I play with choir. We have different choirs at our church. We have mass choir, young adult choir, youth choir, men's chorus, men's choir. It's a whole lot. And then there's me on organ and keys, and then there's a drummer. Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, you, as soon as you played those two chords, it just sounded like church to me.
Which ones?
Right there. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
And now there's another man I noticed that you seem to have done something with musically, and we have a lot of history with him, and that's the great bass player Christian McBride.
Oh yeah, he told me about this place. Yeah.
What did he say?
He said it's he said it's an amazing place, and you know him though, right?
Oh yeah. I love Christian McBride. I know him in business and friend, and he's played right in this. There he is. There's a picture of him just everyone can see right in the back wall. Christian with Ray Brown. He's doing it right straight. Yeah, I know. Straight out there.
Oh.
He's been here many times.
It's a photo of him.
It's a photo.
Oh, okay.
He's not here. The spirit is here.
Oh yeah.
There's the photographer, Steve, who took his picture. That's Steve Mundinger, yeah.
Hey.
He's going to take your picture, and you're going to join. You know how many great pictures of people are up here? Like, lots. There's so many. There's Wynton Marsalis. There's
Wynton
Russell
Marsalis.
Malone. There's Ali Jackson. Roberta Gambarini. And on and on. What were we just talking about?
Christian.
Christian, sorry. So tell us about Christian. Have you played music with him?
Oh yeah, plenty of times. He's an amazing bass player. I just love his style and his personality, his voice. I don't want to do a voice impression of him, but him.
Why not?
He's an amazing player, and he actually is. He works a lot with Jazz House Kids. It's a program in Montclair, New Jersey that I go to.
Oh.
I'm part of the organ ensemble there,
Oh.
and it's really amazing.
That's the thing his wife, Melissa, does, right?
Yeah, Melissa Walker, yeah.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Yeah, both him and her.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, both Christian and Melissa are on my CD out of the box. Yeah, both of them.
Is that a new CD? A current one?
Current one. It came out last year, actually.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, CDs are available. We have CDs available. To purchase.
Where do you discover if you wanna check out new music? And I know you've heard a lot because you've made it your business to listen. But if you're going and you want to find something new right now, where would you go? How would you do that?
You mean like the internet or like?
Yeah, like what
places to
service
go?
or what? Or would you say, no, I'm going to call my friend, I'm going to call my buddy Christian and say, who's the best pianist I haven't heard of? Or how would you go about finding something new?
That's a hard question. Well, usually when I'm on my phone a lot. I listen to music a lot on a service called Apple Music. Apple Music, which is a service for Apple products, Apple users, and also YouTube and I remember when I was younger, I had my iPod, and you would download songs to my iPod, and we would do CDs, right? We would copy CDs from the computer, to my phone, to my iPod, and I would listen that way. Or I go to New York a lot because my classes, I go to the Lighthouse Music Store for the blind and visually impaired. It's in New York City, and there's a lot of famous jazz clubs in New York, and a lot of musicians in New York too. So I always go there a lot and listen to people play.
Do you have a couple of favorite clubs in New York, or do you?
Jazz Standard, Birdland, Minton's. There's a whole lot of them.
Minton's is in Harlem.
Harlem,
No,
yeah.
Is it?
I think so, yeah. Minton's is in
Been
Harlem.
there. Where have you played in New York? Which of the clubs have you played in already?
I've played at Jazz Standard, Minton's. I haven't played at Birdland yet. I want to, though. I want to play at Birdland.
You should.
I have played at Jazz at Wiccan Center.
At Dizzy's or in the big hall? Rose Hall?
The big hall, that was actually for the Ellington competition, Ellington
nice.
competition.
Mm-hmm.
I got Outstanding Soloist Award and... Huh? Yeah, I also played at the Blue Note Jazz Club a few days ago, actually. Last week. Yeah, it was really fun.
With your trio?
Yeah, with my trio.
Nice.
Yeah, and my trio will be here tonight.
The same cats we're going to hear tonight?
Yep, same guys.
Now, I notice you have guitar and drums, no bass player. The bass player is your feet when you're on the organ, right?
He plays bass and guitar, actually.
Oh, so he switches off. When
so if
you
I'm...
play piano, he's on bass.
Exactly.
And when you're on organ, he's on guitar.
Exactly.
See
yeah.
that?
And I have my drummer too. Yeah.
Not as slow as I look sometimes. I was like, wait a minute, there's an answer here. Okay, now I'm going to ask you my favorite trick question. This was the one that I
you were telling
mentioned
me about
there's
this earlier. I
no
don't know what the
preparation
question
for.
is.
And then we're going to let our friends here ask a couple of questions and then let you go eat before the show. So just imagine that someone said to you, okay, Matthew, there's going to be a little change of the program. And here's what's going to happen. You have to just use your imagination here. This isn't real, but it's like use your imagination.
Okay.
What's going to happen is you're going to walk outside after the gig. 2 nights, you have 2 great gigs here, which they're going to be. People are going to love you. You're going to love Aspen. It's going to be great. And they're going to walk
Can't wait to
outside.
play.
And then your dad's going to say, just got a pretty big piece of news. You and I are being sent to a desert island for the rest of our lives. Okay? And there's a nice house there. There's electricity. There's going to be food and water's no problem. But the thing is, you can only, and there's a CD player, but you can only take 5 CDs. And you're going to live for eternity. So you got to pick the 5 CDs that you could really live with
5 CDs.
forever.
Wow. Now that's tricky. That's tricky.
You can't prepare for it. That's it. It's like kind of running out. You got to
So
go. Got to pack your bags.
I'm guessing I need to choose which 5 CDs I need to bring.
Yeah.
Which 5? That's tricky. Definitely some Art Tatum. Definitely. Oscar Peterson. Jimmy Smith, Dr. Lonnie Smith. And one more. Okay. Oscar Peterson. There you go.
No, you said him already. You need one more.
Oscar Peterson. I said that? I did? Hold on. Art Tatum. You know what? Let's see. Art Tatum, Ahmad Jamal,
There's
Dr.
another.
Lonnie Smith, Jimmy Smith, Oscar Peterson. There it is.
That's a good group. That is a good group. I think I might take your 5 if I was in your shoes. That sounds almost like my 5 favorites.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so would anyone like to ask? Here we go. Question of.
When did you first go from recorded music to just improvisation?
Ooh.
How did that happen?
It's a hard one. Well, jazz music?
Yeah.
I first started listening to jazz when I was 7. Me and my dad were in the car. He played jazz for the first time on the radio, and ever since then, I've been in love with it. It's my favorite genre of music to play and listen to, and it's been really fun. And I'm thankful that my dad found it on the radio when I was 7 years old.
Okay, this lady.
What other types of music do you play?
Let's see, jazz, R&B, gospel, classical, not country, Latin. I'm working on that. Let's see, avant-garde. That out of time jazz.
Yes.
Where there's no time signature.
You can probably play almost anything. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I haven't played reggae yet. Or
But if you
country.
played R&B, you're not far. You play R&B with your band or like
Yeah,
some
I'm
other
doing
bands?
a few tonight.
Tonight,
Yeah.
good. People like R&B here.
Oh, good.
Oh yes, they like.
Oh,
You know what
good.
they like here? They like different kinds of music, and they like rhythm. As Monty would say, they like rhythm, man.
Yeah.
Rhythm. Not with a T, with a D. Rhythm.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the song on the radio that your dad found?
I don't remember. That was when I was 7. How was I supposed to remember that? Dad, do you remember?
No.
He don't remember either. It's all right. It happens.
Let's see. Anyone else have a
Huh?
We were listening to the jazz radio station in New York,
BGO?
WBGO.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's a fairly narrow cluster of musicians, Art Tatum, Oscar Peterson.
Yeah. And I always try to. Yeah.
But then Jimmy Smith.
I always try
and
to
Dr. Lonnie Smith.
always have
That's
a good spread between piano and organ players.
Hold on. Hold on. I got Matthew. We got another question. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Where in the whole progression of jazz do you see yourself?
Like when I get older?
Or no, I mean, what jazz has changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you see yourself in that historically?
Where do you fit?
In that era?
In just all of it, if you go back to, from Art Tatum in the 40s, through
40s
Oscar
to,
in
like,
the 50s,
now,
and
yeah.
all the way to now, where do you fit? You're versatile, but is there one place that you fit more than another, or are you really just spread out?
I mean, I just love doing like both. Whatever I feel. If I want to do old school, I'll do old school. If I want to do, now like today's jazz, then I'll do that. Modern or classic. Whatever's on my head, I play. Whatever's on my head.
In other words, he will not be put into any particular box.
No,
This
that's why the CD's
man
called
is-
Out of the
this man
Box.
is- he's gonna time surf through the decades of
That's why the
sounds,
CD's called Out of the Box.
and we're just
'cause
all
it
along.
shows-
We're along for the ride, which
Yeah,
is
and the CD shows you. I have 6 originals and 4 arrangements that of songs that I did, and the CD shows how versatile I can do jazz, Latin, But I'm
Is I was reading Mash Kinada. That's a great. Is that on your CD, or is that just something that you like to play?
both. That's on the CD, and I'm playing that tonight.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
We had Eliane Elias here. Do you know her?
Yes, She is.
She is
amazing.
tremendous.
I've only seen her once in France.
She is
No,
tremendous.
yeah, France, and
Yeah.
yeah, in Vienna, France. I want to see her again, but
She
I
plays
think-
at Birdland every year.
Oh yeah.
Every year, she's there at least once for a week. She's usually in the spring, I think. So she was here last summer, at the art
Nice.
museum,
Nice.
with her doing her tribute to 100 years of samba.
Samba, yeah.
Fantastic show. She's got more.
Latin,
She has more rhythm in her left hand than most people have in all their hands and feet put together. She's something else. Yeah. Well, just give us a little. You sitting at the piano is getting me. Organ is getting me fired up. Just play a little something before you go, and then we'll just do something. Just the way, whatever you feel.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap it up.
Let's see. Thank you.
Matthew Whitaker, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, are we looking forward to your show.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us at Listen Up. Thanks for joining us here at the
I'll
last
see you
show.
later.
It's gonna be a good one. Oh, one quick question, Matthew.
Hackensack, yes.
Amy O'Rourke. You're from Hackensack.
Yes.
Can you go to the Exit Zero and play in Cape May?
She said, they haven't been invited yet.
Oh.
If you know somebody, you just do that.
You're saving yourself. You spread it around. You
Okay.
Thank you.
You want this on the organ or the?
You just, I
Piano's
can
fine.
put you in touch with them if you know how to.
Right?
Sure. No, he's wait. We just got a taste. That's good.